Welcome in on another Prop 5. My name is Eric Wiedeke. You can follow me on X/Twitter at Eric Wiedeke. It is finally here, NBA Finals, Game 1, ready to talk some prize picks with my guys over here. I'm joined by Austin Dobbins. You can follow him at Austin D1316. Does a lot of great work writing for the website. And then I've also got Caesar here with me. You can follow him at Big Picks Energy. Also, make sure you are following Big Picks Energy for the best plays out there on prize picks. Also, remember, especially as you're playing prize picks during the NBA Finals, use promo code 5, FIVE. Play your first lineup of $5, get $50 in bonus funds. Guaranteed, it's the best way to play daily fantasy sports. So I'm going to get right into the board, guys, right over here. I am going to start on the OKC side, and I'm going to let both of you guys give me your favorite play on the OKC side. Austin started off for us. Who do you like for the Thunder tonight?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Chet. The Pacers allowed the 5th most points in the paint in the entire NBA, and we saw Cat kind of dominate, and him and Chet play in a pretty similar way. And then I found this cool statistic that when Chet plays 30 minutes or more, he scores 61% of his points in the paint, and he averages 19.6 points per game. So I think you can be comfortable if you want to play Chet all the way up to 20. I think he's sitting at like 16 and a half. And I think that's going to be the lowest it'll be this entire series. I think his points prop is slowly going to creep up as we go. He had a really good Western Conference Finals against Minnesota, which not arguably, has a better interior defense than the Pacers, and I think Chet is going to dominate. So,
all right, Caesar, on the Thunder side, who are you looking at tonight as your favorite play?
That was great, Austin. So my Thunder play, it's gonna be a Goblin, and the reason is my two favorite plays on the board are both Pacers. So I don't mind throwing in a little Goblin, even if it's less payout, just to be able to match my Pacers play. My favorite play is Lou Dort over 0.5 turnovers. All right. If I hit you with some stats, he's had a turnover in 9 out of the last 10 games he's played in the playoffs. Okay. He had a turnover in 4 out of the 5 games versus Minnesota, and in every game versus Denver. So I'm looking for Lou Dort on the OKC side to have at least one turnover so that I can match with either the Hallie promo play or my Pacers play, which I'll reveal later.
All right. And then on the Thunder side, I am going to go ahead and go with Isaiah Hartenstein. We already talked about it. The Pacers are a decent team defensively on the perimeter. Inside, it's a little bit of a different story. I like Isaiah Hartenstein to really be able to clean up the glass tonight. Miles Turner is not going to be much of a deterrent along the boards. I think that this number at 7 rebounds here, I know he's only gone over in 4 out of the last 5, but when you consider that was Minnesota, and you consider the success a guy like Mitchell Robinson had against the Pacers, I think Isaiah Hartenstein is going to eat on the glass tonight. Austin, on the Pacers side, what do you like?
Yeah, so I'm going to lean in a little bit to Caesar here. I'm going with Siakam's points. I'm playing him down to 14 and a half with my play that you can see on my Twitter page. But Siakam over 14 and a half, he's the experienced playoff performer here. He's been to the finals. He was great against the Knicks. He's going to be the guy that's going to need to step up. I think that there's no weak spot in the Pacers defense, and they're going to have a lot of pressure on Halliburton. They can switch 1 through 5, and somebody's going to need to stay up. Against the Knicks, we saw Siakam sometimes be the guy where you get the ball in his hands. He was creating shots all series in the mid-range, from 3, down low. So with his experience, especially if Halliburton comes out slow, I expect Siakam to help carry that load until the rest of the Pacers get comfortable playing in the finals. So,
all right, Caesar, you kind of teed you up there with Siakam. What is your favorite play on
alley-oop?
on the Pacers
Everything
side.
Austin just said just applies to my play, and I don't even have to break it down. I already tweeted this. Pascal Siakam over 4.5 free throws attempted. I mean, he's blown by the number 9. I mean, in all the games he had against the Knicks, and he's done it 8 out of the last 10 games. Over 4.5 free throws attempted. I'm looking to him, like Austin said, to be the guy that's been there before. Maybe he needs to settle down, look for contact, get the guys not playing too frantic, too crazy. Get to the line, and 4.5 free throws attempted. Take the over.
All right, and then for the Indiana side, on my end here, I am looking towards Obi Toppin tonight. Both of these teams play extremely quickly. They're both going to get out and run in transition. And what do you do when you're out in transition? You dunk the basketball. Obi Toppin, 4 out of 5 games with the dunk. He's gone twice, a couple times against the Knicks. And this game is going to be even more wide open, even faster paced, because the Thunder are the number 2 highest pace, quickest team in basketball. Obi Toppin over half a dunk here. All right. And then now I do just want to get you guys on just quick whip around here. Regardless, either side. Austin, do you have one final play that you wanted to throw out there?
Yeah, I'll throw another play out there. And then as I'm looking on here, I just caught this free-to-play promotion that they're doing where you vote on whether or not the Thunder force 16 or more turnovers for the Pacers. And if you guess correctly, it's free to play. You get a 20% payout boost to use in the future. So I just wanted to throw that out there for everybody. And then I would go with SGA's field goals attempted. I know we talked about Chet and Hartenstein dominating, but, I mean, this is SGA's first finals at home. I think he's going to be able to score on Halliburton, and I would play this. You could play this with his points, go lower on his points, knock it down a little bit because I think it's all the way up to 33.5. But SGA he's going to go out. I think he's going to be just as aggressive as everybody else. We already talked about how it's going to be a fast-paced game, and there's going to be a lot of shots thrown up. This is going to be more than likely a high-scoring game. There will be a lot of attempts, a lot of missed shots, and ultimately a lot of rebounds. So once again, I think this is going to be the lowest most of these lines are going to be this series. But I would look towards SGA's field goals attempted.
Caesar, what do you like, regardless of the side here?
I have a random line I'm going to throw at you guys. All right, this is very random, but he's only hit the over twice in his last 10 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under 0.5 dunks. He barely dunks. So he had 2 dunks last game, and before that, it's just no dunk, no dunk, no dunk, no dunk. Then 2 dunks and no dunks, no dunk. In this playoffs, he's only dunked in 2 games. So it's a little risky because it's just a little fast break. He could get a dunk, but the stats say he averages 0.4 dunks per game in the playoffs. So that's a play I would take. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under 1.5 dunks.
All right, and then my final play of the day on both sides here is it's going to be, if there's one guy I would expect to play well in the NBA Finals, it's going to be TJ McConnell. 10.5 points plus assists tonight. McConnell against the Thunder over the last 2 years has averaged about 12.5 points a game, 3 assists. So I think that he flies over this number. He's just a really steady presence for this Pacers team. And I think he's one of the few guys that I can see Halliburton struggling with turnovers. I don't know if McConnell's going to have those same issues. But those are our prize picks for tonight. Everybody remember promo code 5FIVE for those $50 in bonus funds on your first lineup of $5 or more. Thank you guys so much to Austin and Caesar for joining me for this prize pick show today. We will see you guys next time with Game 2 prize picks, projections, and good luck tonight, everybody.